Today I'm sharing with you some tips and strategies to optimize the 2-deck glitch I recently shared. I noticed this has become popular in the community and not everybody knows exactly how to do it and doesn't know some of the stuff that we have recently figured out. So I'm going to be sharing all that information with you. If you're not familiar with it at all, at the end of the video I'll be explaining a little bit more exactly how to do it, and I'll be linking a video with some gameplay so you can see how OP you can actually become. So the first note that we have is on the first mission. I now highly recommend everyone take the extra card. Don't even do the glitch. If you're not familiar with how to take an extra card, what you do at the start of the run is you select your character, you select your deck, but you don't actually hit confirm deck, and you just wait out the timer and everybody will get one extra card. At this point in time, you continue the run as normal. If you fail, everyone adds a continue. This is especially for Nightmare. A veteran, maybe not so much. Next, whether you win or you fail, you keep going with the run without using the glitch until you reach at least 7 cards or more that are active cards, or you get down to the point of having like 1 or 2 continues and you're struggling a little bit and you're like, you really need to become a little bit more OP. If you're very confident you can beat the first 3 missions without failing, then you can just do the glitch at the start of mission 1. Please note, if you are doing the glitch and you fail, you'll gain new cards 50% slower until you beat that mission, because you're gaining 1 card on 2 different decks. So you'll also lose the starting bonus card. So you want to do the glitch ideally with beating the first 3 missions in succession, or just getting to the point where you have a decent amount of active cards, which when you double it, or you get that same amount of active cards on a second deck, then you're at a comfortable place to be. Next up, we have use cards like Needs of the Many or Life Insurance. These are huge cards to use with the glitch on Nightmare. They're big cards already to use for Nightmare, but even bigger doing the glitch. If you die during the mission, not like the revive status, but die where your body respawns somewhere later, you'll lose any bonus glitch cards that were active from the previous selected deck until you fail or beat the mission. So when you go into your menu and you see your active cards, but you know if you're doing the glitch, then you have all the active cards from the other deck. But if you die during a mission, those cards from the previous deck are no longer active, and you only have the active cards that would be on your screen if you just went into the normal menu. So Needs of the Many and Life Insurance are huge cards. Also for the dock, also having the, I forget the name of it, but the medkit trauma card, defibrillation card, you know what I mean, give back an extra life, that one. Next up, we have give the money to the host before closing safe room door or whenever carrying a significant amount of money. Ideally, anywhere that's a safe place to drop it near right before you would be making the run for the safe door or ending the mission is the perfect time to do it. Also, it is ideal for the host to run compound interest, since everybody is always giving them the money. The host cannot lose the money, but if you do happen to fail, you will lose any money. You will come in with starting money. You will not gain bonus money until you complete that mission. So the host should carry the money. For that same reason, the host should be the only person that buys team upgrades. If any person doing the glitch buys a team upgrade and on the next mission you'll lose the upgrade because they left the game, this glitch is forcing the game to think that you're in quick play. You need to have the host buy the team upgrades. Next up, we have most cards do stack, some do not. So you can have the same card in 2 different decks and it can stack. Now I'd say probably about 75%, 80% of the cards stack. I'm sorry, I do not have a complete list at this time. Anything that says aim down the sight for so many seconds does not stack. Everything for the melee builds stacks. Damage, most damage card stack, most healing card stack. Probably about maybe half. I haven't really done all the testing on the healing ones. Most cards will stack. Some do not. Test and see. But most of them definitely do stack. Next up, we actually have that you can select one deck 2 times, and any cards that do stack will stack. So while I wouldn't say it's ideal because you don't want to have any cards that don't stack in your second deck because then you're not getting that benefit, you can very easily double select the deck. If you got a boss killer deck, you can double select it and one grenade, nightmare, monstrous, anything, ogres, one grenade with a 15 card boss killer deck if it's optimized, and I will be sharing my optimized one within the next week. You double stack that one, it's a one epic grenade frag kill. Even with just the 15 cards not double stacked on epic, one epic grenade will take about 90% of a boss's life. On the hag, I think you can get the instant kill. I've had several times where it's like 95. 2 frags always kills, even like a couple common frags. Throw like 4 at a boss and it's dead if it's fully, you get the full 15 already. But let me move on. So next up we have when to drop out and let the next person to join. Okay, so you can now actually have 3 people join in and do the glitch and not have any of the builds mix up. So the way that you do this, as you're ending the mission or any point in time when the mission is ending to you're starting the next mission, selecting the new cards, the host is going to send out an invite. The first person, you have to select an order. So you got 3 people doing the glitch, so you work out the order. The first person leaving drops all their items and they leave the game. They join back in the game, they select the deck, the next deck in the rotation, and as soon as they confirm their deck, that's when they can tell the person that's next in the order that they can leave the game. That person then leaves the game and does the same exact thing. When they lock in their deck, the next person can go. If you're quick and you don't waste time, 3 people can very easily do the glitch and not mess up their builds. Now, if you're not on a series console, 3 people doing the glitch, you might not be able to select all your bonus cards because it can be around 40 to 50 cards without fails at the end of the act, and 90 to 100 plus cards, bonus cards, if you have failed several times. So you might not be able to select all your cards, but you still will have 2 15 card decks that you selected active and some bonus cards. It should give you all stamina cards if you just run out of time. It's just going to fill in the order. So even if you only select 1 card and you run out of time, it's just going to give you the 2, 3, 4 slot until it runs out of picks. So that is very useful. Next up we have fortune stacking, which is if you failed mission several times and you're getting to the point of being broke, what you want to do, well, it's not really if you failed several times, but you're so broke that you can't even buy the supplies you need to beat that mission. Hopefully you have a couple continues, and if you do, what you can do is use all those bonus cards you already had and buy fortune. Keep buying fortune and fortune and fortune, and you're not going to see a huge benefit off the first time. You'll get a little bit, but all that fortune stacking goes to your next mission. So then when you start the next one, even if you failed, then you got a nice stack. And if you do it again and you do it again, or you got like 3 people doing it 2 times, you can easily have about 10k to 15k within 2 times of 3 people picking several fortune cards. So that could be a huge way to turn what's looking grim into a nice win for the act. Next up, we have all abilities, passive and team on characters doing the glitch will not be active after you do the glitch for the rest of the run. So any perks like Mom's Extra Life, Carly's team use ability, all those perks will be lost if that character does the glitch. Now obviously, having two 15 card decks and a ton of bonus cards midway through the act is way more beneficial than having the team perks, but it is definitely worth noting that you will lose the passive and team perks on the character selected that is doing the glitch. And that is all the updated information. If you feel you have some information that is also noteworthy, put it in the comment section. And if I also agree that it is noteworthy and it wasn't mentioned in the initial video, then I will include it in a pinned comment. So you can check and see if there's a pinned comment for any updated tips and tricks on optimizing this 2-deck glitch. I'll also post the initial video I did, which does cover all the basics, and you can see a full health and melee build in action, so you can see the validation of it working. But some of this information, pretty much all of this information actually, was not included in it. So if there's any contradictory in what was said in the initial video and this video, use the information in this video, because I can guarantee you this video, every bit of information is fully active or accurate for fully optimizing how to do this glitch. And I hope that helps, and good luck beating Nightmare, Veteran, whatever difficulty you're doing, and having some fun with it, because you can be truly OP right now. Enjoy.